In e-commerce, success and failure are frequently determined by a careful balance of elements. A well-designed website, quality products, effective marketing strategies, and excellent customer service are all necessary for long-term growth. However, what if I told you that there was a surprising factor that had the power to single-handedly bring down a thriving Shopify store? Let me tell you a story. Obviously, the names and every visual that you will see along this video have been changed, right, to protect the store owner of this particular store. I just want to tell you this cautionary tale because some of you may make the exact same mistake. So at first glance, this particular Shopify store appeared to have all the right ingredients for success. So it had a sleek, visual, appealing website. So very nice, good theme. It had an extensive product range with good navigation, good product catalog, and it had a dedicated team behind it. Sales were soaring, so they were actually trucking along and doing some good sales, and the future seemed pretty bright. However, beneath the surface, a silent killer was lurking, waiting to strike when least expected. That fatal mistake that led to the demise of this Shopify store was the lack of focus on customer experience. I'm saying that again, customer experience. So despite the initial success, the store just failed to adapt and meet the evolving needs and expectations of the actual customers. We actually talked about this a little bit ago on a different video where we talk about just knowing your target audience and being sure to cater to that target audience. Over time, as competitors emerge with better user experiences, with more personalized recommendations, and just seamless purchasing processes, email flows that just cater to the right people, this store's shortcoming became increasingly apparent. We're talking about customer experience, and customer experience could be a lot of different things, but the critical aspect that contributed to the downfall was not having a robust customer support system. So essentially, as the business grew, the overwhelmed team struggled to keep up with customer inquiries, customer complaints, emails went unanswered. They didn't even have a phone number on their website to begin with. Throughout all this process, and while they were actually growing, which it's a good indication, but also at the same time, again, you wanted to take caution when you're growing so quickly because they were leaving customers frustrated and dissatisfied. And this is where the real problem comes in, which is negative reviews starting to pile up. And it starts to tarnish the store's reputation, and it's driving potential customers away. We always talked about the importance of just having great reviews on your website. Great customer experience stems from having a good customer base who is happy with you. They can actually provide their experience in either photograph, video, or even written form in your store, in your social media, in your emails. That way that, your new potential customers can see those things. Now, furthermore, this store actually neglected to invest in user experience optimization. So this is the real part where you need to pay attention. It's like, while the initial website design was visually appealing, so they just kicked it right out of the park with the theme selection and just how pretty everything looked, and brand strategy wise, everything looked good and it looked together. Now, as time went by, they ignored some of those elements, right? Some of those things became outdated. They started adding more things to the site that visually it looked good, but at the end of the day, it started to slow things down for them. So they never really truly paid attention to their loading times of all their pages. So it's not even just looking at the homepage, but looking at the collection page, looking at the product page, looking at the cart page. How quickly do all of the most important pages on your store, how quickly do they load? Confusing navigation, absence of mobile optimization, all these things pile up very quickly if you don't pay attention to them. And essentially, this store failed to recognize the importance of providing a seamless and enjoyable browsing experience, and it cost them quite a lot. I talked about this a lot, and a video that I've done recently where it's how to upgrade your Shopify theme. This is something that this store never did. They purchased the theme initially, and they never upgraded their theme. They left it was like version 1.0 of this particular theme. And they were on version like 7.3 or something like that. So it had been years since this store hasn't updated their theme, and it cost them quite a lot. And to be honest, theme upgrades are free of cost. As long as you purchase the theme outright from the actual Shopify theme store, you can upgrade your theme at any time. If you want some help with that, you can check out this video where we talk about that in detail. Now you can see how starting with customer experience, the dominoes just start to fall. The store's marketing efforts also became stagnant. They relied solely on just the generic social media posts and some paid advertisements without actually implementing a comprehensive marketing strategy. So they got maybe a little bit too cocky, or they got a little bit too comfortable with the growth that they were having. And as a result, they failed to engage with their target audience effectively, and actually were unable to actually build a loyal customer base. So they may have been good at attracting some people initially, but then for those people, those initial customers, to actually come back to their store, they were not able to do this. So this lack of customer engagement and brand presence eventually led to the decline of sales and ultimately to having to close down the store. Now, I don't want to give you all the answers within this video, but first and foremost, I want you to know that you can never underestimate the power of positive customer experiences and the power of customers actually being able to voice those things. Investing in real, responsive customer support, streamlining the purchasing process, optimizing the user experience are all going to be crucial things for long-term success. And additionally, obviously, like a dynamic marketing strategy that actually connects with new and returning customers. And it actually builds loyalty. It goes to a level of a personal level of connection with your customers. I want you to know that the downfall of this particular Shopify store should serve as a reminder that success is definitely not guaranteed. And even if you see success initially, it's not guaranteed that you're going to keep that trend. So no matter how promising the initial phase looks, it's going to be hard work to keep working to make sure that you're sustainable and successful throughout the life of this store. Now, by prioritizing customer experience and consistently delivering value, you can actually ensure the longevity and prosperity of your own e-commerce store. Now, this is not by any means the end of it. So we briefly talked about some of the solutions here, but I really want you and implore you to check out this next video on the end screen, where we actually will go a little bit deeper into the answers with some potential apps for how to improve that customer experience, how to go to that next level. And that's what you need to go watch next.